That is the only brownie recipe you will ever need in your whole life. That is so good. I have made a lot of brownies in my life, and I have to say that my favorite ones of all time are my vegan protein brownies. Not only do they have 10 grams of protein per brownie, but they are so fudgy and so moist, all without gluten, dairy, eggs, oil, or refined sugars. Yeah. Basically, they're the perfect post-workout treat or just the perfect snack for whenever you're feeling like a delicious brownie. So for this recipe, you're gonna need a food processor, okay? Because it goes so fast if you do it in a food processor. No whisking, no blending, just plopping things in a food processor and pressing a button. Yeah. Now I'm about to throw some sneaky healthy ingredients at you that you may not have expected in this recipe. Behold, black beans. Yep, you may have heard of black bean brownies, but you may not have. Black bean brownies might seem like so 15 years ago, but dang, they were popular for a reason, you guys. Black beans add so much good fudgy texture and fiber and protein and complex carbs that actually give you energy and make you feel full. So yeah, we're gonna add in 2 cups of black beans, which is basically 1 14-ounce can of black beans. And then for another zinger, we're gonna add some tahini. Yep, drippy sesame butter. This adds moisture and again, the fudge factor, while also adding such good nutty flavor and a good source of healthy fats. To help bind up the dough, we're gonna add 2 flax eggs, which is basically just 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed mixed with 5 tablespoons of water, and then they sit to soak up for about 10 minutes. And then for the sweetness factor, because you know brownies need to be sweet, we're gonna add in some maple syrup. 1/3 cup is all we need. If you don't have maple, you can always use agave nectar or date syrup for that matter. For flavor and goodness, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now the next ingredient is raw cacao powder. Now, if you can get your hands on some of this stuff over cocoa powder, I highly recommend that you do. Although cocoa powder will work in a pinch, it's just that raw cacao has so many more nutrients in it, it's way less processed, and it actually has a lot more protein in it than cocoa powder. We're gonna add in 6 tablespoons. And then for a little extra boost of protein, I'm gonna be adding in some of this chocolate peanut butter cup protein powder from Vedge Nutrition. I freaking love this stuff in baking. It just adds the best chocolatey peanut butter flavor, and it has a lot of protein in it, like 25 grams per scoop, and that's basically all you need for this whole recipe. So it's such a great, easy, and healthy, delicious way to add a little extra protein to your baked goods. Then finally, we're just gonna add a little bit of baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Now, I do also like to add about a tablespoon or 2 of water before I blend, just to help things blend, because this is a really thick batter. Batter. I meant to say batter, not bladder. I know Brad is really gonna wanna keep that blooper in. The batter is thick, y'all, so add a splash of water, okay? Put a lid on her. We're gonna blend. Blend away on high speed. You might want to stop and scrape down the edges once or twice in case there's any dry bits kind of left on the side walls of your food processor. We want to make sure everything is blended up. If you wish to know what perfection looks like, it's this thick AF brownie batter. You see that? Oh, y'all, you know if it tastes good unbaked, that's gonna be a good brownie. Okay, but we're not quite done yet. We gotta take out the blade, get all the goods off of it. And we need to add in some chalky chips. I'm just using semi-sweet, and the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup plus 3 tablespoons, which is what it is what I'm trying to say. We're gonna save a couple for the topping, but in the bowl, you can just kind of stir them in, get them all worked into that batter. And then you're gonna get a little casserole dish. Now, I'm actually just using an oven-safe meal prep container that I've got some parchment inside of. We're just gonna dunkaroo that brownie batter right into the parchment lined dish. Oh, this is luscious. I reckon you could actually just eat this on its own, like as a dip. Oh my God, like a chocolate black bean brownie dip. There's literally nothing in here that's not safe to eat uncooked. So there's that little gem of information for you. Okay, and then we're just going to smooth it into an even layer. And then we're gonna take our remaining chocolate chips and just sprinkle them on top. a couple tablespoons or so. I mean, you can add as many as you want. Don't let me stop you. I like to just kind of press them in a little bit. Ta-da! And now all that's left to do is to bake these in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now the hardest part of this whole recipe is, in fact, letting the brownies cool in the pan, or actually out of the pan, on a cooling rack for about 20 to 30 minutes. Because we don't want to scald the tongue. But trust me, 20 minutes later, they're still warm and so gooey and moist. I mean, do you see this? Do you, in fact, see this? Just joy in a beautiful little brown gooey square. That is the only brownie recipe you will ever need in your whole life. That is so good. Oh, this is exquisite. 10 delicious and desserty grams of protein has never tasted so incredible. This is why I only made a half batch, because I will be eating these within the next 24 hours. All of them, to myself. There is lots more of where this came from, you guys. I do tons of high protein plant-based recipes on this channel, so subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a whole playlist of healthy sweet treats on my channel and tons more on my blog. So subscribe, like this video, share with a friend, make these brownies, and just live your best life, okay? I love you, and I'll see you in another video real soon. Bye!